So I have to say this real quick. So Dipshit posted on Facebook. I had to go through my memory cards real quick. So there was a statement that she had made trying to pretend to be TC. And yeah, she was trying to pretend to be TC. That made a statement saying how he wanted a classy woman. He knows what a classy woman is and all this bullshit. And I found it on my little memory card. And I busted out laughing, and I was pissed on myself. And I know now why that was posted, because when I saw the neighborhood, there was nothing classy about it. So now I understand why he had left her. And when I found out that from him, when he told me everything that was going on, when I confronted him about being married and stuff, now I understand why he did what he did, and he left. Because not only was he living in a rat shit house in a rat shit neighborhood, like Foundation Park shit, but and he did what he did. So this is why he did that. So he had an opportunity, and one opportunity only, to get the fuck away from this psycho bitch. So he wanted a nice place, and that's why he took the time and was living in Virginia Beach so he could find what he really needed and wanted. So he got the condo because it was nice. He had never had anything nice because this bitch kept taking everything from him. And that's how she got the money. She was taking it and stashing it in an account in her name. And that's why he left her in California. See, I started figuring it all out. And that's pretty sad that he would go to that extreme, because I have a copy of all the counseling shits and the police reports, because she was so abusive to him and would scream. And he told me this, that she would scream at him and yell at him, and that he had to sleep on the couch because she wouldn't let him sleep in the bedroom. And even though they have a 3-bedroom house, the bedrooms, of course, were for the kids and stuff. And that's cool. That's fine. And it was just really bad. And I understand that it was really bad for him, because I read the counseling chits, and I read the police reports for the domestic violence. And he was the one who had to go to get the anger management classes and stuff. He's the one who had to do that, or he was going to be put out of the military because of this psycho bitch. And he almost did. I mean, he was on the verge of being put out because of her. And it wasn't just once or twice either. I mean, it was really bad for him. And this is why I told him, when me and Bill were in the living room, when I found out all that shit that night. And that's why I made him call her and tell her, hey, I want a divorce and whatever, because he was terrified. He's terrified of her. And it shows in all these reports. It shows it. And she would call the damn police. She would call base police. She would call the police out into the city police, And it was really bad. And she was really abusive towards her own children. And that's why he stayed. He said that's why he stayed, because she was so abusive to her own children. And the abuse lasted for a long time. And so when he had the one opportunity to get that job as DOD over in Virginia, he took it. He took it. But she also claims that he was abusive to her, and he wasn't. He would tell her, that he would come back and fix the house because she would tear the house up so bad. And he told us that too. And I believe that. I really do. I believe that. So he said that he told the courts that he would fly back to California twice a year to do repairs on the house because she would fuck the house up so bad. And this is all true. This is all true. It's very true. And this is what he was telling Bill and I, sitting in the living room. And it's sad that he had to live like that. She told the courts that this is the most fucked up part right here. She said that she was living in the condo with me and Bill. I mean, me and TC. And Bill was there almost every day, too, with me and TC, picking, going back and forth to work and stuff, picking me up, going back and forth to work. So she said that she was living in the condo with me and TC when me and TC were engaged. And she told him that. And I'm like, what in the fuck is this bitch talking about? So then she says, this was all in one breath. She said this in front of Judge Rosenblum. She says that, and she did in front of Judge Doherty too. She said that one of the parents had to stay and live in California because Cassandra, her daughter Cassandra, was on a scholarship, and it was mandatory that one of the parents had to stay and live in California or Cassandra would lose her scholarship. So which is it? Were you living in Virginia with me and TC while we were engaged in the condo, or were you living in fucking California? So pick your lie. Which lie is it? Because I can easily pull Cassandra's records from her college application and what the details and specifics of that application are, because it's all public. And I can post that shit all over YouTube very easily. And everybody's already seen the pictures and videos of TC and I from the man cave and everything, and the hockey games and baseball and everything, to where we are inseparable, and him on my job sites as well, and us at lunch and everything every day, because that's our thing. That was me and TC's thing, always. So you got to stop your lying, Dorcas. Stop lying, okay? So I don't understand what your problem is. I know what your problem is. You're a compulsive fucking liar. Just like you said, I assaulted you in a courtroom full of cameras, and cameras in the hallways and everything else. You're such a fucking liar. You can't assault somebody in a courtroom. I would have been arrested right then and there. You're such a fucking liar. You waited 2 weeks later to file those charges with no medical documentation or anything. And then she wouldn't even show up in court. You know where they were? Look on YouTube, because she posted the pictures of her whisking off, standing in the surf of the sand, no arm braces, no cane, just standing off in the whiskers of the beaches in the surf, her in her bathing suit. Yes, I have that too. Okay, this is just ridiculous. So anyway, it was really sad that she put him through hell, and that was his one chance to escape, is when he got that job. He got the job offer for DOD over in Virginia. So he took it. Of course he was going to take it. It was his one opportunity to get the fuck away from that psycho bitch. So he took it. And I don't blame him. Would you? Would you blame him for taking that shit? Hell no, I wouldn't blame his ass either. And then, of course, he was by himself. And he went out on dates. He said he did. He had plenty of dates. He went out on, a couple of dates. He had a girlfriend, had that waitress from Mojo's over there in Ocean View that he was seeing. He saw her for a while, and he told me about that. And that was fine. I mean, that was before me. I don't care. So, and then he met me, and, he met me over at the man cave that one night, and he asked me out. And, I was hesitant because I hadn't dated anybody. And I just got out of that crazy relationship with Jamie. And I was a little weary. I didn't want to get into something with somebody psycho. But he didn't seem like he was psycho. So, and from that night we were inseparable. And I really care about TC. I really do. I do care about him. I don't care about him like I used to, because of everything he lied about and did to me because of her. He was worried about losing like $2,700, $3,200 a month or whatever it was to her, but he wouldn't have lost that because of everything he was put through by her, and he had documentation to prove that, and I would have helped him with that. It was no big deal. I would have helped him with that, and he wouldn't have lost anything to her because of that. And he could prove spousal abuse by her and from her. And I would have helped him with that. I was a family volunteer in the courts and a family advocate for so long. I could have helped him with that. And, it hurt that he did all that to me and lied with all the perjury and the false charges and false documentation, just everything. And I don't understand why he thought that she could do so much to him when she couldn't have. But and to steal everything from me like he did, and I don't even want to possibly imagine what he and her did to my wedding dress, and to take my safe with everything in it, and to steal my grandmother's badge from the sheriff's department and stuff like that, to take sentimental things like that, and the diamonds and stuff like that, and the Gucci watches and stuff. I mean, it was just ridiculous. You didn't have to steal my money that I had in my safe, and the guns and stuff, and my wedding dress, and my company stuff that I had just paid all that money for my company advertisements and stuff. You didn't have to do all that. I mean, that's just ridiculous. That was just ridiculous. All my brand new clothes. I just bought a whole brand new wardrobe. It still had tags on it hanging in the closet. Come on. And then you were trying to get Bill to give you my car and my cell phone for what? What the fuck were you going to do with that? What was you going to do to my car? And what were you going to do to my phone? It's a good damn thing they didn't give you that shit. I mean, really, what were you going to do? What was you going to do with that? You going to set my car on fire? You going to blow up my car with some C4 or some shit? Really, what were you going to do? I want to know. And I still have the same phone number. My 729 number. Still 1974. You know my fucking phone number by heart, because you keep pumping my phone up, and you still hit me up on YouTube. You just did it a second ago. You and your psycho shit, so I mean, I don't understand. I really don't understand. What's up? You keep harassing me for no reason. So I feel sorry for you, man. I really do, that you put yourself back into that same situation. You should have just told that psycho wife of yours, I love somebody who treats me a hell of a lot better than you ever have. Somebody I have respect for. I mean, shit, motherfucker. You left your get up with your boys when you found out I cut my leg open with a chainsaw. You were like halfway back, and I told you no to go back and hang out with your boys, that I was all right. That I would be all right. And I went home and upstairs to the bedroom and laid in the bed and talked with you and your boys on the phone. And your boys really like me, I mean, I'm not your bitch wife, I really cared about you. I gave you your freedom. Damn, I was taking you out to the bar and giving you your freedom. I'm not a bitch wife, man. I'm not a bitch like that, man. And you know that. So I don't understand what your issue is. Why you did all that shit to me. And to my family. I mean, damn, yo. You used to hang out with my parents. And my kids. And my kids' friends. You used to come over and hang out and stay at the house for the weekend. What is wrong with you? I don't understand you, TC. You just really fucked up. You that much of a bitch? Really? Damn. Got some issues, yo. You need to man the fuck up. Put your damn foot in her ass. And say, fuck you, grab your keys and walk the fuck out of the door. Don't go back. What the hell's wrong with you? Those kids ain't eating yours, man. Those are some grown-ass fucking 40, 50-year-old kids. Whatever, how old they are. They're not fucking babies. They ain't babies. Grow the fuck up, man. Get some balls. Go tell the damn truth for once. Seriously. Fucking real. Get real, man. You're too old for that shit. And you're getting older. You really want to be with all that drama and dragon lady shit with her hair hanging off her chin and out her damn nose? Get the fuck real, man. Grow the fuck up. You too old for this shit. You too old. You owe me an apology, man. Deep apology for everything you've done. And there's only one way to fix that shit, and that's to apologize, man. I didn't want nothing from you, TC, and you know that. I never asked you for nothing. Never asked you to pay for nothing for me. I work my ass off. You know how much money I make. I mean, damn. It's just too late, man. You fucked up so bad. And for what? To go back to Dragon Lady? That witched Dragon Lady. That's some nasty shit. For what? For ghetto shit? That's nasty. That's some nasty shit, man. And I gave you everything. Everything. I never asked shit from you. Only thing I ever asked from you is just don't lie to me and be a good man. And you were. But you were lying to me the whole time.